Hey everybody, and welcome back to Koi Pond Lifestyle. So what have we got on today? Today is going to be epic. I have got a trip today to see a private collection of not massive fish, not really big fish, massive fish. I've been told that some of these fish are, I need to step back for this one because you won't get it otherwise, a metre long. A metre. I have never ever seen a koi at a metre long. And I was like, yeah, right. Honestly, I met the owner a few days ago. He shops at Pen Koi, at my local shop. So he has the majority of his fish from Steve at Pen Koi. And he's known Steve for years. He's done a few visits to wherever. And I'd kind of heard of this customer that I can't name because I said he was going to leave it a secret. And I've met this customer a few times, and I've kind of broached the subject about, you know, I'd love to see a fish. Hey, you got really big fish? Yes, I have. Yeah, great. And then the other day, I was in Steve's, customer was in there, and he said, tell you what, bring your camera around, I'll show you my pond, and I'll show you my fish. Really? Really? So I was like, get in. What a result. So tonight, I've got a few things to do around the pond. I'm going to give these a quick wish through from I still haven't moved the Koi Masters Advantage stuff out of the filters, so I'm going to get that done at some point today. I've fish to feed. I might give the tank a quick wash over. OJ's sort of hanging around in the tank at the moment. And my new Sky Pond. I'm getting used to that name now. All I've got to do is get the sticker sussed for the top. Anyways, I'm just going off. So fantastic. So yeah, I've in the next few hours, Steve's going to pick me up this evening, and he's going to take me to the site, and away we go. Now, what else have I got on today? So, as you can see, polycarbs are. As you probably noticed in previous videos, I've been taking these off while I've been filming anyway, because I can. You know, the temps, you know, are what it is, and it's only while I'm filming. And then I've been putting them back on and leaving them on, because it's been kind of very changeable weather. I heard the other day that somebody came out of work sort of, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning and was scraping the ice off the windscreen. I tell you, weather in the UK at the moment is so changeable. But today it's kind of hovering, air temperature sort of like 15-ish degrees. Pond is maintaining its 12 to 13. So it's kind of a little bit of, I'm trying not to fluctuate too much. I'm trying not to make changes. But anyway, so I'm going to take the polycarbs off. I'm going to leave them off for a week and see what happens with the temperatures in there, because I've still been using my cover on my Sky Pond. I love that name. So I've still got my cover, put my cover on my Sky Pond, because I've got a chunk of water in mid-air there that could be cooling down through the night, in theory. Anyway, detail. So that's what I've got to do today. So I'm going to crack on with a few bits and pieces, and then we're off to the secret location. I've also switcheroony with my garden as well, because I usually store all my furniture away behind you, over there. But now I'm going to put all the finishes going back out, so it's looking more summery, pressure washing the floors, and, you know, trying to make the garden look back into summer mode rather than horrible winter mode. So we don't want that. So anyway, let's crack on, get some stuff done, because tick tock before the visit. Dead excited. Come on, let's crack on. This way. Right, polycarbs stored. I hope I don't have to see them again for a little while. I'm going to leave them out for a week or so. Monitor the temperatures. If the temperatures start dipping again, I get too much fluctuation, I might put them back on. But I'm hoping not, because I'm flipping heck. You know, we're clogging on. The season's with us. We shouldn't have these covers on anymore. But I remember last year, I think it was later actually when I did the grand opening. Remember this? Hello sir, thank you very much for like step out the car. Brilliant. I see you brought your own brass band. Okay, a little bit louder. Hi everybody, yeah, great. Thanks for coming today. Brilliant. If you'd like to follow me, won't take long, a little bit of your time. Really appreciate it, thanks. And if you could just cut the tape for us, sir, we can now open the pond. Thank you. Yeah, that. Yeah, not doing that this year. So anyway, let's crack on with some other stuff. I've got the filter stuff, and then we've got the trip. Right, I'm just kind of hanging around now. I've done everything I need to do. Just waiting for Steve to come and pick us up. So, yeah, this place we're going tonight, dead excited. But Steve said, yeah, don't forget, actually go around and see it. You've got to keep your stum where it is, so you're not allowed to tell anybody where it is. And it's a private collection. The guy likes to keep it nice and private. Yeah, fair enough. I enjoy that. So I said to Steve, what are you going to do then? You're going to stick a bag on me head and put me in the car. Oh, he's here. Right, let's go. Excited? Come on. Is this really necessary? Right, I'm here. Dead excited. Just right behind where you're looking at me now, you've got some monster fish, but I am going to spin you around so you can have a look at some monsters in this pond. Unbelievable. Secret location, but this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that I've been able to do. So I'm just going to go around this way now. The majority of them are a metre, and it's really hard because they don't hand feed, so I can't really get them close. But what I'm going to try to do is to put some comparisons, to put my hand down by the side and see how close I can get to them and how many they look like. But we're going to get into there now. The owner doesn't want to come on camera, so that's fine. I just wanted to come down because, like I say, for me, I've been to some of these shows before now, and I've seen some monster fish in the shows, all these shows that you go to, and you see some monster fish. These are abnormal fish. Let's go and have a look. Wow, can you believe what I've got over my right shoulder? Like I said earlier on, I've seen some of these fish and the size of the fish at the shows, big fish. These are just monsters. You're talking the majority of the fish in here, a lot of the fish are over a metre fish. One of the fish, unfortunately, yesterday banged its eye, so you probably see that in the underwater footage that I had earlier on. So Steve suggested some salt baths, and then he's going to come along and monitor its progress and see how it gets on, but it apparently will recover, hopefully. Some of the chagois in here, and the yamabuki, there's a yamabuki in here, which is, I just, to be honest, I've been a little bit gobsmacked, you know, coming to such, I mean, look at the size of the pond. It's a beautiful pond, 5,000 gallon pond. That's with the filters. Now the filter system, it's an old school filter system. Get in there, you know, like mine. And why not? And look at this, the water quality and the quality of the fish in this pond, mind-blowing. I just, to be honest, before I did this little piece to camera, I had to kind of think what I was going to say because I didn't know what to say. But I'm just looking at some of the fish over my shoulder now, and unbelievable. You know, it's just some of the work that's gone into getting these fish to the size they are now. And 90+% of the fish that are in this pond are from Penkoi. So Steve supplied from Penkoi the majority of these fish in the pond. you know, the owner's just been saying to me, yeah, that one came in 25 quid. The owner said to me, this one came in sort of 20 quid. That was 150 quid, or whatever it may be. And look at them now. You know, if you tried to sell these monsters, you'd be talking thousands of pounds worth of fish. Unbelievable. So yeah, so I'm just completely blown away with this. Filter system. As I said earlier, all the filters are old school. What a result. We're talking the Cockney Koi multi-bay filters. Now he uses a lot of vortex and he uses nothing but jet matting. All I'm seeing is jet matting everywhere, so I'm going to review mine when I get back onto what I'm using in at least the bay that has the sponges in, because I'm kind of thinking, is it worth it, the sponges? Do I really need the sponges anymore? So anyway, let me just show you what he's got with his filter system. He's got 4 lots of filters. So for example, 33,000 litres of water is turned over in this pond. Now that's, don't forget, that's through 3 lots of filters. So its retention time is bang on. Now he's looking to increase that to 40,000 in the height of summer. So let me just show you, he's got one right next to the pond now. Let me show you now. So this is very similar to mine, multi-bay. It's got a lot of stuff on it, so I didn't want to bother him getting a lot of stuff off. So that's the first filter. So I'm going to pop outside now and have a look at the others. Okay, down a little back corridor at the back of the shed, at the back of the pond. So I'm heading in for the other filters now. So what we've got here now, the filter system we have here now is
Hydra. 3 hydras.
3 hydras straight through the piping into the CLOVERLEAF CL4. So you've got jet matting,
Brushes.
and then brushes. And then through, that one goes up and into the waterfall. And then you've got the shut-off valve here for winter, and then it'll go bypass and go straight into the pond that way. So into the vortex. This is the vortex that comes from his bottom drain. So it comes bottom drain, up through the bottom here, through the middle, out through this pipe work here, and then into 2 more multi-bay filters. Old school. We're talking old school here. And this on the top here is this mega bucket here. That's to hold the fish in when he's doing some maintenance on the fish. Look at this. And apparently the fish only just fit into that. So you got 2 food grade IBCs along here. So this is supplied, and that's what comes from the vortex into them. This is to hold the larger fish in. If you need to bowl them, you need to salt bath them, you need to whatever you need to. So whatever you need to do with the fish, you have to use this massive bucket to just to put the fish in, to just do all the maintenance, do the fish, do salt bath or whatever you need to do. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's massive. Look at this beautiful Chinese tea house. And that's actually a copper roof that he got off a guy who created this. You know, it's just a lovely little Chinese tea house, fantastic little garden.
Very hard.
Right, I've got to go. Steve's fantastic. Steve brought us down here tonight. with the owner. So back into the car, bag on head, let's go. Right, I just reviewed the footage that I took of the visit, and really the camera doesn't do it justice to what the size of the fish were that I was looking at with my own eyes. You know, I saw Gary up on the garden going to do this. If you look at a tape measure, that's a meter. You know, that's how long the fish were. Deep, I don't know, I didn't even measure them deep. But they were massive. So I thought I'd just got to demonstrate that, because, you know, like I say, you can't see exactly how big these fish are just without actually being there. So massive monsters. So there you go, monster fish visit. What a fantastic time I had. Massive thank you to the owner of those fish for letting me come along and disrupt his evening and wandering around with cameras and videoing clips and bits and pieces. Big thank you to Steve at Pencoy for taking me along that night. That bag, only just breathing that bag on my head. Not. So the owner did say actually on the way out, if you want to come along anytime you want and pay us another visit, oh, I might have to hold you to that. And if there's anything you think I missed, or anything you'd like to see filmed, or you think I missed on filming on that, by all means comment below, and if I manage to get there again, then I'll try to do it again. So until then, I'm going to get some monster fish pellets out and get my fish as big as those ones, up to a meter. Not. And on that bombshell, thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe, click the like, ding the bell for notifications, share to all your friends. Thanks very much for watching. This was Wet Plant Lifestyle.